Hey guys, it's your favorite wedding planner, Rachel Burt, owner of As You Wish Events. Today I'm actually going to talk to you guys about my experience on Say Yes to the Dress on TLC. It was so much fun, and I want to give you guys the behind the scenes kind of sneak peek action of what really happened. So I'm not going to take it all the way back because this story would go on forever, but I am going to touch on a really funny thing that happened on our way to New York. So one of the people that I was bringing with to my appointment was my cousin Charlotte. Shout out Charlotte. She actually got detained in the airport because she, for a long story short, had a pair of fake brass knuckles in her bag. So it's kind of an inside joke in my family about brass knuckles. I'm not going to get into it, but it was a very much so fake pair with bedazzled bling all over it, and it was a total joke, but she forgot that it happened to be in her backpack. So she was actually detained, and she barely made it to the show, and she skirted in just in time, and we had to do her hair and makeup and get her dressed because she was in the airport all night long. So that was kind of the starting point of the whole weekend, and it was really funny. We're so glad she actually made it to the appointment, but just barely. So we get there just in the nick of time, and we're getting mic'd up, we're meeting the cast, we're meeting the crew, and in walks Randy. And oh my gosh, it was so much fun to get to meet him. He is larger than life, just like he is on TV, and it was a really fun experience getting to meet him. And then I actually got to meet Ellie, who was my stylist, and she was so sweet. She was wearing this awesome necklace. She makes her own jewelry, so we just really hit it off. So I was telling them, you know, I'm having a really hard time finding my dress. I want something new, I want something different, I want something unique. And then they kind of took me around the store and showed me all sorts of things. They wanted to kind of do a litmus test, if you will, of how far was too far to go. So the very first dress I tried on was actually this giant black and white thick striped gown that was so intense that I didn't even come out of the dressing room because it was way too much. There was the line, it crossed the line. So I just didn't even come out in it. The second dress I tried on was a Marc Zunino gown, and it had this really cool kind of scalloped top and some black and white detailing. It was really pretty, but I just knew it wasn't the dress for me, so I didn't come out in that one either. So another dress that I was so excited to try on was a Zuhair Murad gown, and it was sheer, and I mean, oh my gosh, so over my budget, so didn't care, so had to put it on. So I put the dress on, and I walk out, and my family, I mean, they were shocked. It was way too risque, it was completely sheer, so that was kind of a little funny moment on the show. But it felt so surreal to have it on my body because I had been eyeing that gown for months, and so it was actually really a good thing for me to have put it on and know that, okay, you know, this wasn't the one for me. It wasn't perfect for me, but it was still a beautiful gown, but I'm so glad I had the opportunity to try it. So I tried on lots of fun dresses, everything from traditional to edgy, really trying to run the gamut of everything they had in the store. One dress that I really loved was a Panina Tournée that I actually really loved, but my mom thought it made me look like a superhero. So she made a joke of that I need to fly down the aisle wearing a cape. So couldn't get that out of my head, so that one went by the wayside, although it was a gorgeous gown. And then finally, I tried on this amazing Marc Zunino gown, and it had these black and white kind of stripes down the center that were just so flattering, and it wasn't too much, and it just felt so chic, and like I was just going to this art gallery opening, and I just knew that it was going to be perfect for my wedding. So when I walked out, oh, to my great relief, my whole family just started crying tears of joy, and they were so happy. My maid of honor didn't love it as much, but to her credit, she kind of, you know, thought of it more as a reception dress. And so that's when on the show you see that I kind of have this mini meltdown of like, oh my God, I love this dress. It's so perfect for everything for my wedding. My wedding is gonna be very artsy, very edgy, very different. It's so perfect, but yet it's not quite what I envisioned for a wedding gown. What do I do? So I had this little mini meltdown. I had to have a mommy-daughter chat with my mom in the dressing room. So I pulled her aside, ripped my microphone off, ran into the dressing room and had a little chat with her, and we decided, you know, this is such a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and, you know, we really want to make this memory. And, you know, so we decided, let's just go for it, and it'll be a reception dress. So that's how we came up with the idea of having one dress for the ceremony, one dress for the reception, which was never my original plan, but I'm so glad it ended up that way. So overall, we left Kleinfeld's with a dress in hand. I said yes to the dress. We had an amazing weekend in New York, and we had a lot of fun. So fast forward to literally 2 months before my wedding, I find out they're actually gonna air my episode before my wedding. So I had this internal struggle of, do I get upset about this? I mean, it's just my reception dress. Do I really care that much that people are gonna see it before the wedding? Because, you know, traditionally you don't really want your guests to see you in your gown before your wedding. So I was having this internal struggle of what to do. So I did what I do best, and I threw a party about it. So we actually had a watching party where everybody came. It was at the Jewel on the terrace. We had some champagne, we had some cupcakes, and I actually had everybody, you know, guess what they thought I was going to purchase before it aired. So it was really fun just to kind of have that moment with my family and friends. So if you're interested in watching the episode yourself, it's available on iTunes. It's season 14, episode 17. The title is Not Afraid to Try New Things. So hopefully you'll download it and watch it. It's always on reruns, also on TLC. So if you record Say Yes to the Dress, you'll probably see me. But it was a lot of fun, and I hope you liked this kind of behind the scenes experience video about my time at Kleinfeld in New York. As always, subscribe if you like this video, and you can follow me on my Instagram here. As always, use the hashtag AYWLove. Okay, bye babes.